Hello and welcome back to my playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV within the Final Fantasy Marathon, and in this episode I will be finishing A Realm Reborn by watching the final cutscenes which trigger the first DLC. Of course, yesterday, the last hour of the stream ended up showing cutscenes in which Aramir was framed for poisoning the Sultana. And then a lot of shit happened regarding that, including the Scion's escape, and now all of the Scions have stayed behind in Uldar, and only Alphino and the Warrior of Light here escaped. So let's see how A Realm Reborn ends. So let's go. Hello, Richard. Grab some popcorn, because last stream Aramir got blamed for poisoning and killing the Sultana, and a lot of shit happened. I thought that was going to be the end of A Realm Reborn, but this is the end of A Realm Reborn, because there's even more cutscenes. Don't know how long it'll be, but it could end up being a short stream. Anyway, Alphino, Aramir, is it really you? I'm good. I'm so happy that you are. I haven't done enough of my essay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to stay on, and at 1 o'clock in the morning I will force myself to do it until at least 4 o'clock in the morning. And if I wake up and I feel tired as fuck, I will go to the gym, wake myself up, and do it all tomorrow. I've never felt like this when doing an essay before. I just cannot get engaged in it. It's because I just can't be fucked anymore, but there's only half a year left. Anyway, I tried contacting Minfilia and the others, but no one would respond. And then Crystal Braves, our own people, turned on us in the marketplace. Flamin told me to run, so I did. I ran and I ran until my lungs burned and my feet ached, but I lost my way, and then... Fortunately, I had observed some of the Braves behaving suspiciously beforehand. Ah, hello. Oh, she's revealed... Yuguri has revealed her face. Ah, yes, my mask. It was lost in the struggle. Pretty, isn't she? Anyway, after Yuguri found me, we travelled to Vesper Bay and met up with Uranger. When we told him what had happened, he used his magics to weave a glamour around the Waking Sands. From the outside, our old headquarters now looks like an abandoned storehouse. The transformation didn't take long either. Apparently, Uranger started making preparations after the Imperial attack. Sorry, where was I? Oh yes, so we waited there at the Waking Sands, hoping others would come, but no one else did. My people are searching for the other Scions even as we speak, but we have met with no success as yet. I had hoped that you might be able to suggest further places to look. Ah, but you should know, the Rising Stones did not share the Waking Sands' good fortune. Only Crystal Braves await you there. Be that as it may, we have yet cause to hope, do we not? If the two of you escaped, it's not impossible that the others could have done so as well. You may have been forsaken by men and women believed true, but rest assured that the people of Doma yet stand with you. We welcome this opportunity to repay our debts, and shall continue our efforts to locate the others and see the Scions restored to their rightful place of honour. So if you don't know, Richard, Aramir and the Scions have been treated with defamation. So Aramir was accused of killing the Sultana because she had, she basically invited Aramir to dinner to basically tell her she was going to step down as Sultana. But he found out that Alphino's group, the Crystal Braves, set it all up. And now the Scions and Aramir are all wanted criminals because they were defamed and accused of all conspiring. It's quite hard to explain because literally the reason why I streamed for 2.5 hours yesterday was because like an hour was just full-on cutscenes.
I believed myself the only
they were
one
good cutscenes,
who truly understood Eorzea's woes, and look what that arrogance has wrought. I gave commands, influenced governments with my certainty. I treated the Crystal Braves and even the Scions themselves as pawns in my great scheme to save the realm. But in my headlong rush into imagined glory, I paid no heed to the ground upon which I trod. The salvation of Eorzea. What was it that I hoped to achieve? Did I believe that I could rid the realm of every danger and difficulty? That I could defeat the Empire and the Ascians, and find homes for every refugee?
I reckon we'll go
so
further in the
very
cup, so I'll probably give it you.
Become a guardian of Eorzea,
by the end of it.
I implored, and sat back to watch my perfect
But it all depends on who we
cleanse
sign
the
this
land
month.
of chaos. 'Twas all but a means to feed my own vanity. Only when all is lost do I finally realize the truth.
Oh, Alphino.
So, Master Alphino, are you content to remain a broken blade? Is there no flame hot enough to reforge you? What of the fine companions who yet stand at your side? I dare say the fires of their determination will soon have you slicing the air again with your customary wit.
I hardly deserve such friendship. And besides, where are we to go?
Alphino, if I may? Should this place not serve our purpose, then we shall go to Ishgard. Minfilia told me many times, as long as we stand fast against despair, the beacon of hope will never be lost to sight. Be it in the snow or in the clouds, we few will see that the dawn's light shines again.
You are right, Tataru. Thank you. And thank you for your kind words, Lord Orchefon. 'Tis true that Eorzea yet has her guardians. The Scions have achieved much, and 'twould be remiss of me to discard it all in a fit of self-pity. Let us then resume our journey, together, one step at a time.
I mean, I don't think I'll be doing much talking this stream. Unless, of course, you get dialogue boxes. If it's all spoken, then I won't speak over it. But there we are. It's got to be more than just this, because if they came up with the warning for the other set of cutscenes, it lasted an hour, so I was expecting this to be an hour, otherwise this stream's going to be very short. Wait, they got Nobuo Uematsu back for 14. I didn't know they did that. That's why it slaps, because Nobuo's in it. Yeah, speed it up. No, just what's this? So that is A Realm Reborn done. There have been, is it been 4? Yeah, there's been 4 DLCs so far. So you got Heaven's Ward, then what's the one after that? I don't remember, then it's Shadowbringers and Endwalker. Oh, Stormblood, isn't it? Yeah, so I'll be able to do Heaven's Ward, but Stormblood, Shadowbringers, and Endwalker And then when they do the 6th and final DLC, those 4 DLCs, well 3/4 DLCs, will be locked behind the paid version. I would do that, but it would just take a ridiculously long time to play through this game. And seeing as it is a marathon, I will do the DLC. And that is it. And then I'll move on to 15, and then go from there. Yeah, I don't think there's really much I could say, because it isn't like the game's actually ended yet. I mean, I don't actually know how long the DLC will take. If A Realm Reborn's taken 56 parts, I imagine it will probably be the exact same, roughly, time. It'll probably be around 50 parts as well. So, how long does Heaven's Ward take? Between 70 to 80 hours, yeah, it'll probably be the same then. Oh, so Heaven's Ward is long in comparison to the other expansions. Of course, if you pay for the other 3 expansions, you'll probably get a fuck ton of like trials and stuff you get to do as well. But there's 138 Heaven's Ward quests, and 45 of which at level 60, so they do the same things they do with the level 50 quests, where you do loads of quests at 50, they do that with 60. To put that into perspective, there were 102 quests at level 50, so the DLC itself is only has 36 more quests than the level 50 quests alone. So for the expansion, in terms of quests, is that long. But of course, in terms of trials and dungeons and shit I'll be doing, it could still be a while yet. But of course, there'll still be a juicy amount of content left to do. So because I'll do Heaven's Ward, maybe in the future I might come back and pay so I can do the other DLCs, like once DLC 5 is out, whatever that will be called. You know, I might knock out the other 4 DLCs as well. I do not know yet. Of course, in terms of the free trial, I will go up to level 60 and do all of the Heaven's Ward content, and then that'll do for this. And then I'll move on to 15, do 15. Once I've done... So I imagine the rest of January we'll be doing this, and then however much of Feb. And then the rest of Feb, March, and probably April as well will be 15, because I'll try and do everything in 15. God forbid, that'll be boring. And by the time that's done, I imagine the Pixel remasters will be out, and then I'll be doing 16. Once I have 16, of course I have to have PS5 by that point, which I'm getting in the summer, so I'll be doing 16. I'll probably play the Intergrade remake. I'll also restream that, do the Intergrade stuff as well. Then I'll buy Crisis Core Reunion. Then roughly around that point, I imagine it will also be at December at that point, where I'll be doing Rebirth, the second part of FF7 Remake. So even past nearly 2 years now of the Final Fantasy Marathon, there's going to be a lot more Final Fantasy on its way. throughout the whole year. What can I say? They're just exploding FF content on us over these past few and next few years. To be fair, it does look like a very good year for gaming anyway. But yeah. Let's just continue. So yeah, there's 138 quests within the DLC, of course, plus cutscenes, everything. Probably about 50 hours. So this will probably go to about part 85, 86. I imagine it'll take about 30 parts because I won't rush it. I'll do all the. Well, I mean that's not including side quests and shit either. And of course, any dungeons, any trials, there'll be more raids as well. You know, I'll do all of them. Of course, I'll try and do the Binding Coil of Bahamut as well, but for some reason, just never form a party in the Binding Coil. Literally every other trial. I mean, I would have 100% completed A Realm Reborn in terms of main quests, trials, and raids, but it doesn't get me into the Binding Coil. I know you have like the Endless Coil of Bahamut as well, because it says on like the story-related and raid-related trophies and achievements you can get, but you can't get in. But I mean, it's the only problem when there's this going on for ages. Just have to wait for it to finish. I don't want to skip just in case there ends up being any post-cred that gets skipped out. So I'd rather keep it going, just in case. We get to listen to Nobuo Uematsu's masterpieces anyway, so. The end credits of the MMO runs for an incredible 1 hour and 38 minutes. Yeah, no. We are not sitting through that for an hour and 38. I could happily listen to FF music for that long, but no. We're not doing that. Fuck that. Here's Lolorito, a part of the ones that scammed and defamed the Scions. Rawbarn has been locked up, and if you didn't know, Richard as well, he got his arm chopped off yesterday because he tried to protect the Scions, and he got betrayed. Someone chopped his arm off as he went to strike, and let me guess, that's La Hebrea. And that's Elidibus. Nabrialis is no more. The ardour was not his to invoke, his demise was of his own making. Nevertheless, it concerns me, they have extinguished that which should rightly be eternal. Mayhap he was not wholly mistaken, greater haste may be warranted. We are of one mind. The northern lands, then. The earth is fertile, and the seeds well sown. By my will they shall reap salvation unlike any the world has known. By his will. by his will. Okay. Interesting. I have answered thy summons, emissary. Speak and make thine intent known. What are you doing here, Orangia? I would speak of fate, Archon. Yours, mine, the fate of this very star. Interesting. Oh, we're still going? Imagine if you watch the credits as well. Hour and 38 plus however long these cutscenes are going to be. That's over 2 hours of content. Fuck me. Here we are. Hello, Midgard Sauna.
Thou thinkest sanctuary lieth beyond. Delusion, despair, death. Thou shalt find naught else here.
Aramir's just looking at her like, shut the fuck up. To preserve the dawn's light, the heroes journeyed north. So we've got to get rid of our defamation. We're Johnny Depp now. We've got to get rid of our defamation case. Their hearts filled with hope and eyes fixed heavensward. So that's why it's called that. And there we are. And now, oh, is that better axe around? Is that the next class-specific quest now that we've unlocked the DLC? I guess so. The time for action has come, and Alphino knows what he must do. We'll get Heaven's Ward going, and then yeah.
The dawn's light will shine again. So long as we have these specious accusations hanging over us, we will struggle to achieve anything.
Why does Alphino's voice actor sound like it changed as soon as the DLC started? Did they have to get a new one, or is it just weird?
You must go to Ishgard, as Tataru proposed. I will return to Uldar and set things right.
He sounds different. Am I tripping, or...?
Pray, do not be so hasty, Master Alphino.
Lord Orchefon.
Full well do I understand your desire to clear your names. But now is not the time for drastic action. You yet have allies upon whom you can rely. There is no need to act alone.
Yes. Yes, of course. Pray forgive my impatience.
Why does he sound different?
I bring tidings. Count Edmont has decreed that the three of you be taken in as wards of House Fortan. Under our patronage, you shall be granted access to the city proper. Pray, consider our manor your new headquarters, from which you may gather information and plan how best to proceed. Needless to say, should any of your missing allies be found, as I am certain they shall, they will of course be welcome to join you there.
Interesting. It's not just Alphino's voice actor that changed.
You are more than generous, my friend. On behalf of my fellows, I humbly accept your offer of hospitality.
Could they not keep some of them then? They must not be able
to. The Count is a good
to.
man and just. He will treat you with the kindness and respect that a hero and dear friend deserves.
It's because Horschiffant is the same, but...
To Ishgard then, together. There we shall carry on the Scion's legacy. There we shall begin anew.
Here!
Tartaru sounds slightly different. Yeah, I think a lot of them are a bit different. Oh, there we go. Poggers. I must go on ahead and speak with the Count. Fear not, however, for everything has been arranged. The sentries at the Gate of Judgment have been informed of our decision. You need but state your names and they will allow you to pass. My manservant shall be waiting for you at the city gates, ready to escort you to your manor, where we shall meet again. Until then. Finally, we're going to fucking Ishgard. I mean, if I showed a full world map, so what we'll be exploring, so the rest of Kurthus, Dravania, Abalathia's Spine and Gertabana. But over here as well, we've got Offard and Hingashi, which aren't too big anyway. And then there also may be other places in the world map as well. Unless all four of these places aren't touched, but I imagine it will be, but who knows. It's gonna be weird not being able to fly around again. Wards of House for Tom. Ah, yes, you may pass. Let's go! We've got like the FF7 strums going on right now.
Heroes once celebrated as saviors of Eorzea, brought low through treachery, their names blackened with royal blood. With memories of the lost and dreams of redemption, with hope yet in their hearts, they came.
They did what now? Now, Jake, and I'll stop. I'll behave. So we've got to sort out this mess. We have been accused of spilling royal blood.
To Ishgard, shining city on the mount, overlooking the dominion of Kurthus. A great and proud nation, devoted to Halone, the Fury, ruled by Thordan VII, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. The last bastion of the faith, her walls ever bristling with the sworn swords and spears of her 4 high houses. A land that after 1,000 years of war had forgotten what it was to be at peace. Through gates long closed, the warrior of light and his companions passed, entering at last a city whose history was written in blood. In the midst of the Dragon Song War they came, 3 weary travelers whose arrival would set in motion great change. Though none knew then how great.
From the memoirs of Count Edmond de Foton, Heaven's Ward. Here we go. So you want to be a machinist. Got the pillars, which leads to down here, which is where like the market is. And you've got the foundation here. Is there anywhere else? The Saint Valoroyant's Forum. Oh, that's the gatekeeper. I mean, there might be. Chocobo keep the holy stables. So you can get to the Sea of Clouds. Is this? Yeah, Abalathia's Spine. Ok Vundu Mok. Is that going to be a beast tribe maybe, or is that going to be different? So you've got the Never Reap, the Pillars, Kerfus, Western Highlands. So if I showed a DLC map, if it was Kerfus, we got Ishgard. In Ishgard we have the Kerfus Western Highlands, which is quite chonky. We have the Dusk Vigil, back to the Sea of Clouds for the Abalathian Spine, and Dravanian Fallens. What is that? Loth Ast Gnaf. The Dravanian Hinterlands. We have the Great Gubal Library, or Gubal Library, St. Mossian's Arboretorium, Idleshire. There's not much else going on. But yeah, Travania is quite a chunky place. These 2 places especially, fuck me, these are huge. Of course we've got Kerfus, Abalathia's Spine. We've also got Gur Abana as well. You've got the Locks, the Peaks, the Fringes, and Ralger's Reach. I don't know, that might be another DLC. But I think what we definitely will be seeing is the rest of Kerfus, Abalathia's Spine, and Dravania. Don't know about Gur Abana or not. But let's go. Greetings, Master Ironheart. On behalf of House Foton, I bid you welcome to Ishgard. My lord humbly requests your presence at his residence in the Pillars, if you would all come with me. So get set up, get ready, and then... yeah... what is that? The Athenium Astrologicum. Fantastic. Oh, hang on. It'd help if I attuned to the Aetheryte, wouldn't it? Like, it's been that long since I've even touched a place like this. I completely forgot to do it, so we could go over there. We'll do these. The Forgotten Knight, the Broom, and Sky Steel Manufactory. This way. Hop 2, hop 2. It's weird that there's no quests around here unless you get them after this, I'm not sure. But I thought it was quite cool that in the cutscenes that I saw yesterday as well, you see the peddler from the very beginning of the game. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, now. Doesn't feel like there's actually... I mean, there's a few people around that I can see, but... I want to be a machinist, let me in. My prospectometer seems rather fond of you. Let's see, shall we? Odd garb, striking presence. Would I be right in assuming that you are one of those adventurous types? Ah, I thought as much. My prospectometer seldom lies, and let me just say, you have made the right choice in visiting our humble workshop. Welcome to the Sky Steel Manufactory, where miracles are born from ether, metal, and imagination. From cannons to ballistas, we develop and manufacture a range of weapons designed for slaying dragon invaders. We're also accepting students who wish to take up a firearm and learn the techniques of the machinist. I am, yes. Does it start at 50? Is that how this is going to work? Splendid. Now, the first thing you must learn is the proper technique for handling a fire. Where in the hell is our master of marksmanship? I swear the man is never about when I need him most. How dreadfully embarrassing. Here, I've mercifully piqued your interest, and now I must ask you to call again at a later convenience. Okay. Job-related quests I just want to do, so I can at least unlock all the classes. I'm not really too fussed. But anything else? That do. Camp Overlook. Where is the Camp Overlook? That's fucking La Nosha, right? Jesus Christ. I mean, okay. Might as well do this. Feels like a very long trek. Stefanivian. I'm not really too fussed about this shit. Dun. Get this out of the way, unlock the class, and then I can go back and continue off from there. Not really fussed. It's just a job specific one at the end of the day, so. Soul of the Machinist. Yay! You have the Machinist quest. Oh shit, hang on. I'll also get these out of the way as well. do 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 do. So we did up to level 50, so what, there's going to be a 55 and a 60 quest? Or maybe there'll be more, who knows? But I could unlock more warrior abilities from here. No, that's level 50, see? Aramea, scarce recognised you. The flames of battle have tempered you like fine steel. Since last we spoke, I've resolved to start upon the path of the warrior anew. I swore that I would not succumb to the beast within again, as I did when I faced my brother in Wineport. Speaking of which, Broken Mountain has regained much of his strength, though when I speak of to him... bless me again. Fucking hell. Speak of him taking up the axe once more. He changes the subject and returns to his studies of arcanima and other scholarly pursuits. Nevertheless, his desire to spread the teachings of our ancestor to every corner of Eorzea remains unchanged. Let's go. Camp Bronze Lake in Terrestorante. Well, do I remember you, Aramea, the sole warrior to tame his inner beast? I shudder to think what might have happened had you not been there to save us from ourselves. You know the precipitous nature of the forces we wield, as well as the consequences of losing control for even a moment. The beast does not scruple to discriminate between friend or foe, and given free rein will lash out at both. I have pored over countless tomes in search of knowledge of how to tame the beast within, as you did, but my efforts have thus far proven fruitless. All I have found are ridiculous tales of techniques that, if the author could be believed, would make Rulgar himself cower in fear. The elders often told of tales of legendary warriors to inspire the youths. Are you sure there is no truth in yours? Quite. There are descriptions of the technique used by the hero Mithril Heart, but the details are difficult to swallow. No warrior, alive or dead, can rip off a behemoth's arm with his bare hands. The tales are filled with similar outrageous accounts, brother. It would be a waste of time to investigate their veracity when we know so little of how to tame the inner beast. Besides, you know as well as I that Mithril Heart is naught more than a fairy tale hero. What if I could prove that Mithril Heart was flesh and blood? Would you be willing to continue your studies then? Never did he stray from the path of the warrior. Even as the years took their toll, axe in hand, to silver tier fools he would go, never to return. Keep your axe sheathed, Gorge. You'd better serve by time spent swinging your axe at a practice dummy than searching for ghosts. Whiskat. Hello. Well met, Aramea. My thanks for ensuring that my old friend here lived to learn from his mistakes, although it seems the lesson didn't stick for long. Whiskat here has been kind enough to keep my brother busy with work and assist me during my recovery. Anything to keep a former comrade out of trouble. As for these stories, far-fetched as they may seem, I wouldn't be so quick to dismiss them, lest we forget Aramir has more than a few legendary accomplishments to his name. Well, if by chance he could prove of Mithril Heart's existence, I would reconsider, but leave my brother out of it. I may not be ready to accompany you, but I can give you advice on where to start. Seek out the Sons of Saint Coinash. Okay. I've already spoken to the Saints of the Sons of Saint Coinash before. Because these are the guys that I helped with thingy, the Crystal Tower raid. I'll do this one quest because these are so long. I won't bother doing any more of these ones yet. I'll go back to Ishgard, get all the other Ethernet crystals or ether crystals thingy, so I can fast travel around the place. I know what happens if we try to go in here. You, easy now friend, I'll not raise the alarm, I'm not fool enough to believe the rumours. That said, I cannot well let you pass, order or orders. Jesus, fuck me. Of course can't do that, because what do I have to do? Oh right, that's right. Binding Call of Bahamut. What do I never get? Binding Call of Bahamut. Why is it so purple? What is this shit? Return to our old friends. And there's the Crystal Tower, look at it. Yum. Don't care. No. Don't care. I did a thing for you once, Clinfotter. Gigas or Gigas Shramana. Dig site. The sparkle from that confused me. There we go. Do 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 do. Really itchy elbow. Elbow. There you go, mate. This axe, the engraving and the curvature of the blade are exactly as described. To think of the beasts who tasted this steel. Surely this proves that Mithril Heart is more than a mere campfire story. With a steel heart and his legendary techniques will have the strength to slay even the strongest of beasts by the dozen. If Mithril Heart's feats are indeed possible, then the knowledge of how he performed them would prove invaluable in restoring the warrior's reputation. You could show the people of Eorzea the true potential of the warrior. Surely no small number of them would feel compelled to take up the axe. Indeed, it could prove a great boon for our cause. Very well, I'll return to my tomes and scour them for any passages relating to Mithril Heart. Mind you, ancient techniques may rouse the inner beast like none before. Of that I have no doubt, which is why you must not take your training lightly. When I uncover more information, you must needs be ready. We'll leave them for now. Now we will travel. We'll finish exploring this bastardo. The Holy See of Ishgard. The Holy See were so stubborn, but now they're not. Oh shit. Have I just accidentally unsummoned Midgard Sorma? Oh shit. So let's have the Puff of Darkness. Alright, so they're all done. Let's go. Woohoo! Let's figure that. What's armor looking like? 100%. Nice. See what's going on around here. The good old organ. Going for the FF8 vibes, are they? And the FF6. Actually, with the organ, I forgot about Kefka. Oh, there's not really much going on. A dark spectacle. And what's your sign? What job club? My controller ran out. What the fuck is that? Frandegua. The Dismail Manor. We have the Dismail Darkhold, but well, there is the manor. So that's the big Chungus itself. The Sacred Tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine. That is a mouthful. I didn't move, piss off. We got ourselves a quest, ladies and gentlemen. After witnessing a spectacle like that, everyday life seems rather dull in comparison. So you didn't see that trial earlier? Your lost fury take me. The way that heretic swung that slab of iron he called a sword was a sight to behold. You couldn't have carried a shield if you wanted to. The blade was so big, I had to keep 2 hands on it at all times. I was amazed he managed to keep up with the Temple Knight for as long as he did. Fought like a demon from the deepest pits of the 7th hell, bellowing threats and working his arts. I wasn't sure what to make of it at first, then I heard someone say that he must be a dark knight. But you didn't hear that from me. Ooh, press the man for details. You gods, are you mad? We're standing outside the bloody tribunal. Fine, fine, but keep quiet and listen well, because I'm only going to say this once. So as I was saying, that heretic was fighting like a man possessed. Even after he took several wounds, he showed no sign of pain, though there was no mistaking the blood. Yeah, because he draws upon his blood to attack, like the FF3 Dark Knight. As the fight wore on, it began to soak through his armour, spreading to every ilm of his body, but when it began to rise and envelop him as a mist, I realised it wasn't blood, but something dark and twisted. But the righteous are not so easily cowed. Haloni be praised, I screamed myself hoarse with the Temple Knight, slipped past his guard and ran him through. Good riddance, I say. Man was not meant to wield such arts. Okay, well. So that's in the broom. You're gonna make me broom. You got that. The airship landing. Yay! Ishgard's very old-fashioned compared to the other areas. It's very medieval. This is what I'm going to expect a lot of the FF16 towns to look like. Janaquinard. Greetings and welcome to the... Yep. The Athenaeum. Yeah, I'm not really too bothered, but yeah. I'll become your protege, shall I? Astrology. I just want to unlock the ship. Wow, whoa. Let's just unlock the class and be done with it. These quests don't bother me. Flurry, or fleuret, or moray, Sue. At the observatorium? Not yet. To be fair, it's quite a big place, Ishgard, considering there's not actually that much to it, really. Anywhere else to go around there? Let's go this way. To get there this way. It's very spacious with not too much in it, but you know, that's fair enough. I guess when the DLC would have first came out, fuck me, this would have lagged like a bitch. The Last Vigil. Oh, Horschathon's here. I'm not going to bother with that yet, though. I want to finish doing this first. Guess now I unlock extra fast travel things. Yep. The Gates of Judgment. The broom! Give me a broom. Give me a brum. You're gonna make me brum. Brum, brum, brum. Punctilious. Oh, hang on, what's that? Oh no, Punctilious Temple Knight. That's more than far enough for charity. They'll take care of the rest. And mayhap sooner rather than later. Come on. Is this it? Is this all that awaits? No, no more. Enough. Open your eyes. Look. Do you see now? Do you see? Aramir. Aramir. I've been waiting for you to open your eyes. You alright? You were moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. Name's Frey, by the way, and no, I'm not a heretic. Try convincing a temple knight drunk on authority of that, eh? Shame the pompous arse got the better of me. But how about you? You touched it, yes? That couldn't have felt good. A voice, eh? And a rather distressed one besides. Please, someone, anyone. Not so fast. We need to talk about what's happening to you, what's growing within you, before you get carried away. There's a darkness within us all. Nothing dangerous, mind. In fact, it's quite healthy. But the crystal changes you, gives you the power to channel it. Do it without proper training, however, and well, it might hurt. So go ahead, ask me to teach you, ask me to instruct you in the ways of the Dark Knights, and I will. Well, there we are. That's DPS though. It will be DPS, so that'll be interesting. Claymores, so heavy weapons. Interesting. Are you afraid of the dark? Dark Knights. So 4, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna get the Astrologian, I believe. So Conjurer's the only healer you get at first, but it is what it is. Let's go to the Observatorium. Do this quest and then boom. It's been an hour and 3, yeah. Didn't really take too long to get set up with Ishgard, which is fair dabba-doozy. Of course, the other 3 factions took a decent amount of time. I think I had to do a stream each for Gridania and Uldar. I mean, depending what you choose to do, you get different starting points. But I got the Limsa Minza starting point. Jesus. Really not interested in this, just want to get the class. Quarry Mill? What the fuck? So I won't do the cutscene in Ishgard kind of finish off the first quest. I'll get to just beside it and then I'll end the stream from there. Okay. Yep. Don't care. Just give me Astrologian. Oh, Jesus. There we go. Astrologian. Ding dang do. Right then, so that marks the end of this episode of my playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV within the Final Fantasy Marathon, and in the next episode I will be getting properly underway with Heaven's Ward by speaking to, I believe it's going to be is it the mayor? It's either like the mayor or like whoever within the manor of Ishgard. But until then, I hope you have enjoyed. I'm looking forward to seeing what the DLC has to offer, because A Realm Reborn was a very good game. And I will see you in a few for Wild Arms 3.